Hi guys, today we're going to look at effective discipline strategies for parents. So how can parents discipline their children in a way that promotes positive behavior and avoids any of the negative consequences? Well, effective discipline is all about teaching our children appropriate behavior while also promoting their self-esteem and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that any harsh discipline, whether that's physical or verbal, can have negative consequences on children and have long-lasting effects on their lives. But figuring out how to discipline our kids effectively can be a minefield when you look at all of the differing styles. So here are some of my tips for you on how to discipline your children in a way that promotes positive behavior and avoids negative consequences. Make sure your child actually knows what behaviors you expect of them and be consistent at this, because children need to know what is expected of them to be able to meet these expectations. Be clear and concise about what you actually expect. Use simple language and avoid anything vague or any confusing statements. Set specific expectations for your child's behavior, such as clean your room before bedtime or be respectful to others and elders. This helps your child understand exactly what you expect of them. It is important to explain to your child why you're actually setting these certain expectations. For example, if you expect them to clean their room before bedtime, explain that this helps create a clean and organized living space. When appropriate, involve your child in setting their own expectations for their own behavior. This will help them feel invested in the whole process and be more likely to follow through. I know this is not always easy, but we should try to be our best to be role models for our kids. By being a positive role models, we can teach our kids important skills and behaviors that will help them grow into responsible and productive adults. When we model the behavior that we expect from our children, it helps build trust and respect in the parent-child relationship. They are more likely to listen to and respect us if we lead by example. If you model positive behaviors, you can teach important values such as honesty, responsibility, and respect for others. Parents who model empathy and compassion for others can also help children develop a sense of empathy and compassion, which can help them develop positive social relationships. Also, modeling healthy habits such as exercise, healthy eating, and self-care can help our kids develop healthy habits that will benefit them throughout their entire lives. Positive reinforcement is a very powerful tool for shaping behavior in children. When we use positive reinforcement, we are essentially rewarding and encouraging our kids' positive behavior rather than punishing the negative behavior. Positive reinforcement can help children learn what is expected of them and encourages them to repeat those behaviors in the future. This is especially effective when the reward is immediate, specific, tangible, such as a sticker, a favorite treat, or praise. When my kids were younger, my wife used stickers with them a lot, as well as praise. Now they're older, stickers don't cut it anymore, but praise definitely does. And seeing the quiet sense of pride of my kids' faces when they've been praised for doing something good gives me joy too. At this point, I'd like to say that praising too much can also have consequences. So too little gives them low self-esteem, but too much can make them too entitled or narcissistic. When we use positive reinforcement, we are showing our kids that we care and we are interested in their success. And they can also learn that positive behavior is more likely to be rewarded than negative behavior, and that negative behavior has consequences. Using natural and logical consequences can be an effective way for us to correct our children's behavior. They can help children learn to take responsibility for their actions. When children experience the consequences of their behavior, they learn that their actions have an impact on themselves and others. You've probably heard of the one where your kid refuses to wear their coat and inevitably they end up cold, being without one. This is a good example, but as a parent, it's hard to take a step back and just allow them to make that mistake. But natural consequences provide children with an opportunity to problem solve and to learn from their own mistakes. This can help them develop critical thinking skills and make better decisions in the future. When we use natural consequences, we are not punishing our kids, but rather allowing them to experience the natural consequences of their own behavior, of their own actions. This can avoid power struggles and help them take responsibility for their own actions. If natural consequences are not sufficient, use logical consequences that are related to their misbehavior. For example, if your child refuses to clean up their toys, they may lose the privileges of playing with them for a period of time. This can provide a sense of fairness in the discipline. They can see the consequences are directly related to their behavior rather than feeling like they are being unfairly punished. Whether to use timeouts or time-ins for disciplining a child is a personal decision that depends on the unique needs of each child and family. In my family, we actually use both depending on the situation. Timeouts involve removing your child from the situation for a short period of time in order to give them a chance to calm down and reflect on their own behavior. 30 years of studies into timeouts have shown that they can be a very effective discipline strategy. However, timeouts may not be effective for all children and can sometimes be distressing or isolating. You also need to consider that if they are acting out for certain reasons, then timeout is not going to work. They need the underlying cause to be addressed in order for them to be able to function better. And this is where time in will come in handy. Time in involves giving your child extra attention and support to help them calm down and work through their emotions. Sometimes this can be because of other factors, and using a time-in can actually help you to solve that. However, time-ins may not be practical in all situations and may not be effective for children who need the break and to calm down. Ultimately, the decision to use timeouts or time-ins should be based on the needs of individual child and the family. It's important for you to consider your child's personality, age, and emotional needs when deciding which approach to use and which is best for you. We should be open to conversation with our kids because open communication is essential for building and maintaining healthy relationships. By maintaining open lines of communication with them, we can create a safe space to make them feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, feelings, and concerns. This can lead to improvement in trust, understanding, and stronger bond between us. Additionally, it allows us to learn more about our kids' experiences, interests, and perspectives. This can help us better support our children, offer guidance and advice when needed, and make the informed decisions about us as a family. Moreover, it can help us identify potential problems early on and address them before they actually become significant issues. This can include everything from academic struggles to social and emotional challenges. Overall, this can help us cultivate positive and healthy relationships with our children, foster better communication and understanding, and promote their well-being and success. Well, that's my top 6 tips for effective discipline. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you agree with them? Or perhaps do you have something to add? Maybe you have your own personal advice or experience. So don't forget to like the video if you liked it, share it with all of your friends, because I know as a parent myself that if somebody shared this kind of information with me when my kids were younger, I would have appreciated it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Press the bell for any notifications of upcoming content. Check out our shorts for any quick fun or advice, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!